Hello everybody, welcome back to Building with Boofus. So got our snowstorm last night and didn't dump quite as much snow as they originally said, but it was quick, overnight. Kind of a good thing because then you don't have to span multiple days and stuff like that, but that's for another time, another story, for the other stuff that I do. But for this stuff, and for all the snow that we got here at the property, this is a pretty darn nice setup right here. So if you guys can't, if you haven't been around the channel much, or you haven't really paid attention to what we've got and what we're doing here, so that's the John Deere 3039R. Now it's an open station tractor, but I have this Curtis cab that I bought, I think it's 2 years ago. And you guys see in one of my other videos or other shorts that I did, and I'll post a link to that. I use the sky hook there, the log grapple, to set that cab on and off in spring and fall. For stuff like this, it's nothing like having a heated cab, and that's what we've got. So, and then I have this 8-foot, 30-inch tall, 8-foot long. It's 8 foot wide, excuse me, 30-inch tall Express Steel snow pusher. I've had this now for a few years, probably 4 or 5, maybe even longer than that. It's been fantastic. As you can see, you watched here while we were doing this, you can move some snow, and there's nothing like all fresh snow and being the first pass right through the fresh snow with something like this, because the snow just rolls right out in front of it, and that's awesome. So we've got that, and then on the back here, you saw the other day I was talking about putting this on. So this is a Meteor 74-inch wide 3-point hitch PTO snowblower. I got this last year, and it was a different color. I painted it green to match the tractor, but I never got really a chance to use it. Last year we didn't have much of any snow. Not enough to warrant using the tractor. And really the snowblower, excuse me. But this snowstorm here, this is only 4 or 5 inches maybe. This really wasn't, I don't know, I could have done it with just the snow pusher and been all set, but I wanted to put the tractor on, the snowblower on the tractor. And I really just wanted to see how it worked, if it did everything it was supposed to. So when I got it, it had the hydraulic rotation here, but it only had like a steel link bar right here, and it didn't have this to rotate to use the chute deflector and make that right from the cab. So I have all these on this 3039R. I bought the third function kit that goes for the grapple in the front, which you've seen all the time, and then I have the 2 sets of they call this 4th and 5th SCVs, and with the levers, and I'll show you the levers here in the cab. See the levers right over there on the edge of the cab. So that's open station only. This option only comes from John Deere in open station format. So they're mounted out back here. So I have those. I still have my hydraulic top link, and we use a hydraulic top link so that you can adjust the pitch of the snowblower. Like right here, it's all ice on the ground here, so I can dig in a little bit more and have the cutting edge dig in a little bit more. But up there by all the logs and the firewood and all that stuff, there's dirt up there still. So use the hydraulic top link to pull it back, which tips the snowblower up some more, and by tipping that up more, it doesn't dig in as much. The cutting edge isn't digging in as much. So I keep that hydraulic top link on there and use that off one of those levers. The other lever I use for the deflector here, and then the third SCV, the button that's on the joystick, the loader joystick, which I love, which is right here. So that is where you open and close the grapple when that's hooked up. But when it's not, I have that, which is the chute rotation right here. That's what's hooked to that button. So then the whole time I've got my hands always on that loader control. I can just hit the button up or down and it deflects the snow whichever I want. So that's what we're dealing with. That's what we're working with. That's what we got out here. But I can see why the heated cab works real well, because it is cold. We got some cold coming after this storm. It's going to be windy. I can feel the wind. It cuts right through you like a knife, and we're going to do well to get above zero for quite a while here. So great having a cab on the old trusty John Deere. But yeah, so that's the setup here. You can see I got some chains on the front. I moved the tires on the back. I rotated them around, and you'll see that a lot of people talk about that on YouTube, about swapping their rear tires from one side to the other. And what that does is it gives it a wider stance. And the tractor, I'll show you right here, there's a lot more space right here. If I had this the other way, the tire would be like right in here. So I swap those around, and it gives it more space so that I could put a set of chains on here. And I believe I have a set. I just have never put them on there yet, and I really haven't had too much of a need for them yet, especially with this heavy snowblower on the back. And these tires are loaded. So they've got that, it came right from the dealership with loaded tires. So I got a lot of weight here, so really my only issue has been turning. So that I've got ice chains on here on the front, and that works really well if we have to go back in the woods in the wintertime. If we need some more logs for the sawmill, which, as you can see, we ain't going to need any for a while, but if we ever did in the winter, and I did that, I think it was last winter or the winter before. It was the winter before, because we had quite a lot of snow, and I had those chains on and went right in through the snow like nothing. In the woods and our trails that we have, and it worked great. So this is my setup. This is what I've got now. You need to understand, this is what I think works best for me. This doesn't necessarily mean that this is going to work best for everybody else. So I'm by no means telling everybody that you've got to have this and this is exact setup and blah 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 blah. For this yard, for this area, for everything I do here, and I've got in other properties and other places and things like that, and other people that I help out, this is what works best for me. Now granted, you know, I also have a truck with a plow on it, and you know, I could use that and be fine, but there's something about enjoying your own tractor, setting in it, listening to some tunes, and moving some snow. It just, I don't know, something about it. I've loved it. I've loved doing it ever since the day I first got a tractor. So until I don't love it anymore, I'm going to keep doing it. But for now, I'm going to get out of the cold, because it is cold out. So appreciate everybody stopping by. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet. Stay tuned. We'll do some more fun stuff here on the channel. And make sure you like this video, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks, guys. See ya.